Spirit has chosen the Four Corners spread for your general monthly reading, which lays a nice, diverse groundwork where we will be looking into the four main areas of interest that people commonly ask about in tarot: the work corner, the financial money corner, the health corner, and the ever-popular love corner. We are going to take a stroll through all four to see what Spirit wants to discuss about your month. And that is what we're going to do today. Welcome in, Gemini. So good to have you here. My name is Scott Sagent, and I am ready for your Four Corner spread for May 2024. Let's get started right now, guys. I'm going to start with your health corner, okay? Because it's the smallest corner of the group, the easiest theme to talk about, and it's good news, so why not start there? Health Corner showing brand new love, guys. A lot of Geminis are starting things in May that they really enjoy doing for their health. This is not stuff that you dread, that terrible diet or that terrible exercise program. This is something, hey, you know what? I could do this. I like this a little bit. Even if it's just finding something that you love to do that'll benefit your health. For some people, it's getting on a bike and going for a bike ride in nature. Whatever it is for you here, you gotta do something you care about. It's also letting you know, if you read between the lines here, Gemini, that if you do something that you don't like, something that you dread, it's just not gonna work for you, especially not in May. You cannot will yourself through it. It's just like you gotta love it or leave it. It's just not worth your time. That's really what we talk about when we start with health. Now, the next moving part there is the easy work. They show that this is so easy for you because you love it. And therefore, the benefits that it creates are just continuous and maybe long-term health benefits too. So I love the way your health corner looks, Gemini. Wonderful start to your reading. Let's move over to finance. We're going to do finance and work together. We're going to end with love because love is your biggest theme. I want to spend the most time there. Let's do some finance first, shall we? Gemini finance, it comes in a little bit tied up, but not too much. There is still some freedom and mobility here in May to be moving around, do what you got to do, but at the same time, it's a little constrained. It's a little restricted, more restrictive than maybe you prefer, but you know what? It seems like it's for a reason, and I like the way that they're kind of putting boundaries in here and not saying, go crazy one way or the other. It's kind of more just kind of mediated. So that is the first energy that comes in. Next, they show nurturing of the finances. So it's basically saying that May is a really great time to save. If you're a Gemini that is in a good situation financially where you're able to put some money away, I would do that. May seems like the perfect opportune time. That's what they're talking about when they show this. And maybe for a later time that just makes more sense with the family. They talk about something with the family financially here. That is at a later time. This can also talk about how the finances are not really where you want them to be right now. And that's okay because you're getting there. It's a process. It's basically saying that the family coming in here financially is not the way we want it to be, but it doesn't mean that. That's probably why they're saying save. It probably goes back to save for that exact reason. So coming in good, just some messages there about maybe being a little conservative financially in the month of May. Gemini's up here in the work corner. Work corner has a couple blocked parts, just mostly my first two, seeing if it's enough to matter. I think it's okay. The first thing that comes in for work is getting over a sickness. So this could be literal. So some Geminis may be having to call out of work in the month of May. Got a flu bug. I can't come into the office. Sorry, I got to take a couple days. Maybe hurt yourself. Not really sure what they're talking about here, but it's a card of sickness, and it's getting over sickness. So even if you have been dealing with something in the work corner, which is a big place in anybody's life. Work, business, enterprise, area of study, collegiate courses, retirement if you're of that age, entrepreneurship for most people, the JOB, but also hobbies and interests in learning new things. That all comes up in the work corner, guys. So there's something there that you're getting over the stressors of at the very least, because this can also be mental health coming in there. So it's on the mend. It's on the rehab. It's kind of getting out of the sickness phase of it and moving into a different phase. They actually talk about an inaction coming in the work corner. So it's not the time to be changing things. It's either describing what is occurring. I never know in a general reading. Good time to remind you too that this is a general reading. We have a bunch of Geminis tuning in. I love you all. But the messages are the bubble energy of all Geminis. And because of that, it is not for everybody. If you're looking for messages that are personalized, 100% about you and not all of your Gemini friends, personal private readings are available on scottsagent.com, my website. I offer a wide variety of services from small all the way up to full service, a little something for everybody there. And so what they're talking about here with this inaction is they're either talking about what has occurred or what is occurring in May. So it could be no action, like, sales are down, work is like slow volume, there's not a lot to do with work. That would be inaction. I guess if you miss work and you call out of work sometime, that would be an inaction with work as well. Or this could be the advice. Okay, so that's where I started here by saying the advice is to, not make major changes here in the work corner, to kind of keep it more business as usual. They actually talk about completing your goals. So some of you are actually working to attain, it feels like tiers, like levels. And I laugh because when I said tiers, I immediately pictured steps of tiers. But when I said that, I pictured actual tiers. So for some of you, that is a factor in here. Work has been difficult for some Geminis here, and you're getting some things done here, and maybe it's moving on from a job too, or just wrapping up the loose ends to get ready, maybe putting your resume together to get ready to do something better there. But anyway, the World card is a card about completion and getting things checked off the list, getting your goals ready for what is coming up next in the work corner. And I was just thinking, in the picture I showed you at the beginning of the reading, I didn't tell you, if you want to see the pictures for any of the signs, I post that stuff on Facebook, guys. So that is where you saw my world card at the beginning, and that's the interpretation there. It's a card about completion. So what can you complete with your work corner in May? That's the question I'd be asking myself. And depending on how that inaction hits, it's a pretty good time to address some of this stuff. Maybe not in a major change way, but maybe it's in a let's build it up, let's get it ready. It's kind of like a holding type of month for a lot of Geminis with work. Okay, let's do that love corner, guys, the infamous love corner. Do I have an extra reading for Gemini this month? I do not. So this is your only reading, guys. There is going to be a homily dropped later in the month. No urgent reading, so Geminis, they feel confident about you with the information I'm giving you here today. And also the homily and the angel readings. That's the other one. The new angel card readings, I'm doing that probably around the 7th, so to speak. So about a week after this video drops, you can just find your angel card protection. I do that for all the signs. So love corner here, guys. They talk about something that comes in here that is broken. It's described as broken. It's not magical anymore. This may not be your love relationship, although for some people it may. But it's not that for everybody, because the love corner is also a large place. It's a hard corner to kind of put everything in the same corner with, because there's so many different moving parts it can be, because anybody close to your heart can come in there. Close friends, family members, love relationship partners, the whole thing, even pets. So something is coming in as broken. What does that mean? That means that something is either not worth fixing here, something is not repairable, or, just the magic has been gone and the magic needs to, that is a factor here. So we need to be pointing our awareness or our focus toward the magical, not the things that are not, okay? We have other pieces in here. We have a person that came in here. I did an extra card just to make sure. The court card of the Page of Swords is not a person, it is a person, but we're using the energetic definition of it is what that lets me know. And here they're talking about that there is in the love corner, there is a message coming through very early in May that is very pertinent to a lot of Geminis. What is a message through the air? Because swords is the suit of the air, so a message through the air is an invisible message, something like a phone call, text message, email, all that kind of stuff. I always tell people when this card comes up, check your old emails. There may be something important in there that you would have otherwise neglected or missed if they didn't talk about it here in your reading. So there's an important correspondence happening early in May with one of your loved ones, maybe somebody calling you, texting you, something extremely important. So all that stuff comes up. Don't miss it. They talk now, going back to kind of my broken part where I started this. They talk about that this is, from Spirit's perspective, this is not a big deal. This is little stupid human drama stuff. Okay, this is the stuff we worry about, that we make big deals over, that Spirit's like, why do they do that? Why do they care about that? None of that matters at the end of the day. But it doesn't mean it feels like that to you. This may feel like a big deal to you. Whatever is broken that they're referring to, that may feel like a huge deal. Maybe your whole world got turned upside down. But they want you to find peace. That's my Oracle Angel card, is the card of peace, P-E-A-C-E. That's really where they want you to be here. They want you to be where you can just be the calm, be the and just feel good about what's going on here. So they don't want you to worry about this little trivial stuff. They do maybe want you to move past it, though. Okay, so going back to the broken part, because when we talk about something that's broken, I really don't believe that anything is permanently broken. I really believe in second chances, that things can be redone, but not to death. There's only so many times that you can put the paddle on a dead body and try to bring it back to life. So there is like a contingency aspect to this, where it's like, okay, well, if you tried this like 8 times, maybe it's not meant to work out, for reasons beyond your knowing. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the energy that comes in here. Something is broken. Consider that, some things are not worth fixing. All that energy that comes in there. Let's get your Rune Stone, guys. I just noticed I did not pull one, so I'm going to do one live on the spot here. Give them a quick mix up and swirl. And here we go, Gemini Rune Stone. It's going to be... Oh, well, I'd show it to you, but I can't show it to you here, and I can't show it to you on my bear board because it is blank. This is the Rune Stone of Unknowable. So basically that's Spirit's way of saying, nope, not needed. We are good here. You gave them all the information that they need. Now send them on their way. So we are going to do just that. I am going to take you to the moon cycles before I let you go, though, to talk about probably this early May thing in the love corner and the correspondence, because that does fall under the new moon, the way that the timing hits here in May. So we'll talk about the moon cycle forecast there. And yeah, that's it, guys. So let's get into those moon cycle forecasts, which will show you the best times to bring things in and out of your life. Even like the health thing that started brand new. That's also new moon. So pay attention to that new moon, Gemini, especially for you guys. Okay, guys, it is moon cycles forecast time. Let's talk about these lunar energies that are all around us anyways, so we can use it to our benefit, implement some positive change into your month. Well, the first thing you need to understand is whether these energies are coming in or going out. Just like the tides, the moon has control of that. In the same way, you can use it too. The first thing that hits chronologically this month is the new moon. You're going to see all the text information on your screen, any rare occurrences, as well as the date. Now, this is a target date for the new moon. It doesn't have to be done on this date, guys. I really like to bracket a few days before and a few days after to get a very powerful week where you can bring new things into your life and really manifest. If it is NEW, it's not there before, brand new, this is the best time to bring it into your life. Something new financially, maybe something new with work, new love, new health. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's new, this is the best time of the month to work on these things, really help bring it in. Adversely, the full moon, the opposite energy, the energy going out, hits on this date on your screen. And of course, the same rules apply. It doesn't have to be done on this date. We're talking about a week window, a few days on each side of it here. When this energy is very strong going out, and the energy going out is the best time to get things out of your life that don't belong there or that you don't want there. Something that's got control of you or hold of you that you don't want. Maybe something like a bad habit, maybe emotional baggage, a bill that's got to go. That would be something financially, maybe something with health, maybe an eating habit that's got to go. It doesn't matter if it's got to go. The full moon is your best bet to get this change to stick. If any of this has confused you, I've put together a moon cycle cheat sheet. I do it every single month. It is free. It is on the website, guys. You can check it out very easily. It is a little graphic illustration, a tool that you can use so you can kind of see these changes moving in and moving out, so you can align things in your month to it to really get them to stick, implement some great positive changes. All right, guys, that is it. We have been through it all. I hope you have enjoyed the reading and can implement some great positive changes into your May 2024. That is what it's all about at the end of the day. Please remember to like and subscribe so you see the future readings. Have an excellent May. I know you will.
So I guess the fortune teller's right.